Hi kids! Today we're going to be doing an experiment that involves building a machine that will achieve a task. In this case, getting a ball from one place into its container using a series of steps. If you would like to try this experiment at home yourselves, you'll need a ball and a container into which the ball can fit. For small balls like a bouncy ball, you can use a cup or Tupperware. We have a larger ball to make it easier to see on screen, so our container is a cardboard box. Apart from that, you can use basically any other items from around the house. The goal of the experiment is to build a machine that will get the ball from its starting point into the container by using a series of steps, each of which depends on the last one.
Begin building your machine with materials you gather from around the house. We chose books, a long piece of wood, a smaller ball, tape, a chair, and scissors. You can use anything from toys, recyclables, to any random things just laying around the house. There is no wrong way to build the machine. The only rule is that you must create a series of events that result in a ball falling into the container. Once you've built your machine, test it to make sure it works. It's okay if it doesn't at first. Just adjust your machine until you get it right. This may take several tries.
And go.
Yes!
So what we observed in this experiment is called a chain reaction. A chain reaction is a series of events that build off of one another. In the case of the machine that we built today, which is called a Rube Goldberg machine, the initial event leads to several other events. These events build off one another until the goal of the machine is reached, in this case, getting the ball into the box. When building the machine, it is important that you stay patient. You may build your machine only to realize that the chain reaction doesn't work, and that's okay. It's all part of the process. Each time you run the reaction, you will evaluate what did and did not work and adjust accordingly. Each time you will learn and make the machine better and better. Now, in our readings this week, we learned about commitment. A commitment is a promise or an agreement to do something. Often we make our commitments to things that we think are important to us. You may be committed to a sports team that you play for, or you may have committed to taking care of a pet when your family adopted it. Today, to get your Rube Goldberg machine working, you had to stay committed and make little adjustments here and there along the way. Like this process, commitments are not always easy. Regardless of whether it is a commitment to a project like this, or playing for a team, or caring for a dog, many commitments we make can involve hard work, but we do it because it's important to us. And this isn't just true of commitments like those we already talked about. Sometimes staying committed to doing what we know is right from what we learned in the Bible and from our parents can be hard. But we stay committed to it because we know it's right and it'll be good for us in the end. And we also know that God and the people around us can help us to renew these commitments when it gets hard by encouraging us, especially when things are most difficult. So now go talk with your family, think of some ways that you can renew your commitments, and until next time, we'll see you next week.